Okay, so I wanted to get into a little bit of the Pulp Fiction flavor, the atmosphere surrounding the legendary movie that we're going to be talking about today. So I went to a movie that I don't know if it was a direct inspiration on Tarantino, but I believe he has cited it as a, I guess, genre of movie and time period of movie he liked. It is from the year of our Lord 1970. And it is a movie called The Honeymoon Killers. And it is part of the Criterion collection. It's kind of a legendary, kind of indie exploitation cult movie. And one of the reasons it's a well-known movie is Martin Scorsese was the original director of it. And actually, he directed a few scenes that remain intact in the movie. And the movie stars Tony LoBianco, who is an actor that actually just passed away within the last couple months. That's part of why I wanted to watch it. He most recently played Ray Romano's father in Somewhere in Queens, and he was also in The French Connection, a few other movies. He is the lead character alongside an actress named Shirley Stoller, and they play a married couple. I think they're married. But basically, they are schemers. They're grifters. And their scheme is that the Tony LoBianco character's name is Raymond, will answer Lonely Hearts ads in like the newspaper and meet up with all these rich old ladies and basically convince them to give him all of their money while en route to getting married. And eventually this leads to both him and Martha, the character played by Shirley Stoller, killing these women. Martha pretends to be his sister who kind of goes along with him as he goes to meet these women. This is a rockin' movie. You can tell that it's not made for a lot of money, but there's a lot of like just fun flavor throughout. It's shot in, like 16 millimeter black and white. It looks kind of crude. The audio is really tinny and hard to listen to. I actually had to put on subtitles to understand it. I'm not sure if they were using a boom mic or if that technology existed in 1970. The actors are really interesting. I already mentioned Tony LoBianco, but Todd may enjoy that Shirley Stoller went on to play Steven's mother in The Deer Hunter, and she was kind of known as a heavyweight woman. At a time we didn't see a lot of women that size, and she's really phenomenal in the movie. She also went on to be in the Lena Wertmuller movie Seven Beauties in a very memorable role, if you've ever seen that movie. One of the big Nazi antagonists in that movie. This movie is just rocking. It's got that kind of lurid pulpiness that Pulp Fiction just totally engenders. And it is a fun movie, but it also, I think, takes the killings in the movie pretty seriously. It's a fairly like graphic movie for 1970. There's like a couple of sequences that involve like a hammer to a woman's head, which is pretty brutal. But it was just, I think, a solid movie from start to finish. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. And it's a reminder that, we're going to talk about great historic movies in film history. Yes, many of them did come from major studios and major directors. But, a lot of them also came from the fringes, especially around this time. And this must have been a very highly influential movie for burgeoning directors like Tarantino, who was, 7 years old when it came out, but also for Scorsese, who was kicked off the project because he was taking too much time filming things like allegedly like a beer can in the bushes or something. And then there's a suicide scene that he directed. But it's a really cool movie that's more than just a footnote, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So check it out if you got a chance. It's on Max. The Honeymoon Killers. Awesome movie.
Yeah, it's been on my list of things to watch for a while. I just never got around to it. So you're saying she's the lady that drags Steven out of the bar? That lady? That's
I'm gonna say you know the movie better than I do.
Well, I'd imagine that's his mother, but I don't think it's ever stated. But
okay, it's listed on IMDb. She's listed as Steven's mother, so I'm guessing it's in the first 45 minutes of the movie. That would be the safest assumption to make.